Greetings. Welcome back to another cup of conversation with me, Nidra Simmons. It's Saturday, and it's a wet, rainy Saturday. There's a red cardinal. Beautiful. All right, let me get back to why I'm on. I want to have a conversation. The one thing I appreciate about this platform is that I'm able to speak, because sometimes, or most of the time, when I have stuff to say and I'm talking to somebody, they don't stay around to listen. Or they tune me out. So I want to come on with the intentions of helping somebody out there. Let's see, how do I want to start this? Okay. How many of you out there know that the very thing that you try to prevent yourself from getting to is the very thing you fall into if you're not careful? Now let me break that down a little bit further. All through my life, I try to do things ahead of time so that I don't go into what would be a problem. So let me give you a particular one. I'm transparent. All right, so when I first lost my husband about going on 6 years ago, and at that time I had transitioned. I moved from one place into another place, and I had a whole bunch of things going on. But at that time, I moved into a new place, and most of the places I move around, I don't go in and meet the neighbors. If I see them, I say hello, but I don't do anything more than that, or I haven't done anything more than that until this particular time, about 6 years ago. It was about 6 years ago? Maybe, okay, no, I've been a widow for about 6 years, but I had to move from one location to another location in the same town about maybe 3 years ago. Roughly 3 years ago. Anyway, while I made that transition, I was concerned that people will look at me as a target. I moved into a new place, a nicer place. It was just me and my children. And I thought people would look at me, if they found out that I was a widow, as a target. So they would come in and try to take over what I had developed or had come into so far. Because you have a lot of people out there that don't like to do the work, but they want the rewards. So I was concerned that that was going to happen to me. So much that it happened. So that's why I'm saying, how many of you out there know that the very thing that you try so hard to protect yourself from, if you're not careful, you're going to go into it? So it's important to heal yourself. It's important to maintain a high vibration. It's important to love yourself so that you're not dependent on nobody else to do that for you. And it's important to know that that you believe in yourself so that you don't fall into the very same traps that you're trying to prevent yourself from getting into. Sometimes things are unavoidable. You have to go through it because it's just a part of life and something that you need to experience. But on that same note, sorry, I have to drink that coffee with no sugar. But on that same note, it's like you want to be careful. So I'm coming on to say this. And I'm going to be more transparent with myself. I've been in many relationships, even my marriage, to where the male tried to, what they so-called call teach me a lesson. I don't need to be taught a lesson. If I'm in a relationship with you, we should be together and we should be working together. I'm not going to try to belittle you or try to prove a point to you to make you feel any less of a man. If anything, I'm going to try to encourage you to make you feel more like the man. But I've been in situations where I've had people that always want to prove a point, always want to challenge me, always want to make me lower than what I am. And I've had this conversation before, and I realize now that it's not me, it's them. It's not a me situation, it's a them situation. So, and this is for anybody else that's in a situation where the male is trying to prove or belittle the female. And it's simply that they can't handle the female. And that's not to come out to say that I'm conceited or anything like that. I know what I have to offer. And you women out there should know what you have to offer too. And I love me, and I know how to love. I give love. I give with my all. So I don't need nobody to teach me no lesson. I work very hard, and I've been working hard for years. So I understand that you have to have a particular palate to accept me. And I'm okay with that. I'm not upset with that at all, because you are you and I am me. But I am no longer going to take your insecurities and put that on me, because that is not my insecurity. That is yours. I know what I have to offer. I know what I can do. And I love myself so much that I'm going to make sure that I'm happy. And no, that doesn't mean go around and sleep with people to be happy. No, I got me. And I love me enough, and I know enough what I have to offer for me and what I can give, that I don't have to go out nowhere else. Now, listen, I would love to have a partner. And I'm not to say, that's not to say that that's what I'm saying, is that I don't want a partner. I'm simply saying that I love me enough that I don't need to look for validation from anybody else, especially man. My validation comes from God, the creator, mother, father. My creator, God. That's who I get my validation from, not man. And if you are an individual that feel that you have to play, or I'm not going to say games, because people don't like the word, oh, I don't play games. If you have to put out challenges to prove a point, to see if a person is where you want them to be, then it sounds like you have some issues that you have to work out within yourself. Because we are all free individuals. If you don't trust me and if you think I'm going to be like somebody else, and I'm saying me because I can speak on me, but I'm speaking to you out there as well. If you're in a situation to where you have a partner who feels like they have to be in control, or they have to have titles and start saying that you belong to them. No, you belong to you, and the other person belong to other person, and I belong to me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need to have any titles. And I'm not giving any titles, because I'm not giving over my authority to no man. God, yes, but not man. Because man didn't put me here. Man can take me away, but not my spirit. So man didn't put me here. So I'm not going to put myself out there like that, if that makes sense. I hope I'm coming off clear, because I do want to help somebody, and I do want people to realize when you put these challenges in front of people, you need to really look at the challenge. Is it something is it your problem that you're putting on them? Because we all need to heal. We all have been in situations to where we've been hurt, and we all want to protect our heart. But I'm love. I'm made from love. I'm created in love. As far as God creating me, I was created in lust, and that's the 3D, that's the physical part of it. But God has created me, has made me. My spirit is love, and that's what's inside this body, love. And I just want to come on to just talk with people to let you know that you need to be careful of your situations and how you treat people, and let people get to know you, and you get to know them without any type of challenges that you might put in the way because of, and it can go both ways, male or female, because of their insecurities. Recognize what is yours and recognize what is not. We are all the same as far as being people, but we're not all the same as far as our build, our makeup, our character. We're different. Some of us don't chase, we just attract. And some of us had to learn that through doing a whole lot of unnecessary chasing. So recognize who you are for you. And recognize your shortcomings. I'm sorry, my words are. Recognize your shortcomings and put ownership where ownership belongs. Don't pass the buck or the blame on somebody else. So I hope I said something that was worth listening to. I hope I said something that may have triggered something in someone or someone's that can help them get a closer look at themselves and see what what's going on. Because and I'm speaking about me now, have grown, and I've come from phases of my life to where I'm not going to repeat. And there's certain things in my life that I'm not going to accept. That doesn't make me conceited. That doesn't make me bigger than nobody else. That just makes me a woman who knows what she's going to take and what she's not going to take. And it took years for me to get to that point. So I want to just come on and say that. And I also want to give honor and glory to God first and foremost, because God is the author, the finisher of my life. I thank God for everything: health, life, breath, strength. I want to give much gratitude and appreciation to my big brother Jesus, to archangels, guardian angels, all angels, highest Christ, alike, ancestors, guardian ancestors, spirit team here and far. I thank you all. I pray that this message goes to the ones that need to hear it. I pray that you receive it out of love, because that's where it's coming from. If you didn't receive it out of love, then maybe there's some work that has to be done. But to God be the glory. I thank you all for your time. Until next time, peace.